This is Check Out This Guy, a podcast not about anything in particular this week. I don't know. We're here.
Yeah.
Izzy's visiting me for the week. We're in the goddamn booth right now. By which I mean a moderately spacious closet, which we're just barely crammed into.
We got multiple chairs in here. There is extra room. There's a desk. There's
a little extra room. There's acoustic foam everywhere. There's a desk and okay, yeah, you know what? We are pretty well situated.
Mm-hmm. Is it the one that we recorded in before when I was visiting?
Yeah, it is.
That's funny. Okay.
Doug, I had a roommate for a hot minute who was in the upstairs room, so I couldn't use this closet for recording. But now she's gone.
Hell yeah.
Good riddance. And now we're podcasting.
Rest in piss.
Now we're podcasting in luxury, in style.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is kind of a grab bag episode, because we were like, oh, we could finish up the tarot card stuff, but there's only 3 left. And we had some retcons to talk about and some future ideas we might be doing that we talked about in the Discord already.
Intriguing.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Izzy.
Oh, yeah.
My pronouns are whatever.
I forgot to say my name.
I'm whatever. My pronouns are Emmy.
I'm Morg. My pronouns are they. You know.
Yeah, I feel ya. One of those days. It's warm in the studio today. It's too hot for pronouns.
It's not that warm for me. I just was having some life shit earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
I hear ya.
Let's talk about the sun since it's hot. And also because it's a tarot card.
Yeah. I think there's a few for us to go back and look at, too. From earlier.
Yeah.
But we can do that after the last 3.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But I wasn't sure that, if that was a good idea or whatever. What is the sun? It tends to be a positive card. And Eidolon, it's always, it's got a positive polarity. It's a
massive incandescent gas.
It's a massive gas.
Or a miasma of plasma, if you prefer.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did They Might Be Giants just completely derail you?
No, I guess maybe, but
what is our energy today? I don't know.
We're in for one, or the audience is in for one today.
Yeah, but it tends to be like a very optimistic and positive card. It's life on Earth, it's the sun. What's not, it tends to represent very similar things that you think of with the sun, even in tarot too. Like it's very bright and happy, but not all, it can also, if it's, reversed, it can obviously burn you. But, it's also weirdly, the reversed one is associated with the inner child, which is interesting, but whatever. A lot of, you see the sun, you're like, success. Does anyone have any successful characters that they're like, yes?
No.
They could be
trying to think here.
They could be like minor successes, but it's still like what they associate with, or like it's like the counterpart to the tower. So
the everything's okay.
Yes, if we're going in the direction of making Xenu the tower, would it make sense for Gilly to be the sun?
I feel like Gilly is probably the most sun-like of my characters. Gilly is they just kind of make friends. They're a sociable little guy. They did some hero shit,
I think we had considered them for justice, which we'll go back to and talk about.
Yeah. What about Vile the Sexy Bat for Sun? Nothing says successes like being the world's ultimate gamer.
What if it was Demigod Vile?
God.
Ooh, Deity Vile.
Deity Vile.
Deity Vile is not the sun. That's an ill omen if ever I've seen one.
Fair. I've also got some, like, maybe some of the Eidolon NPCs. I'm trying to think of, like, who's just nice.
Who's nice?
Who's just nice that I've made.
Tom?
Yeah, Tom's just nice.
Is Tom nice?
Tom is nice.
He is just nice. He went through a lot before the game, but during the game, he's just nice.
Also, maybe like Rufus Farley, Snake's friend,
True.
who is, he is like a journalist. He kind of like illuminates, sort of the unseen and the well-concealed,
True, yeah. I kind of like Rufus for being the son.
Vile is the funnier option, but Rufus is probably the more fitting option.
Skipping ahead a little bit, maybe Deity Vile is the world.
They are like fucking God and the devil and a third thing.
Next is Judgment. Your past mistakes catch up to you is what it is. A lot of times, since it also has an angel on it, if the card don't have like the word judgment on it, sometimes they confuse it for something else, like the lovers or something, or like justice, because like some of a bunch of the cards have angels, but this one specifically has like an angel like blowing a trumpet and like people coming out of maybe caskets. I'm not really 100% sure. I think it is caskets because one of the words associated with judgment is like rebirth, an inner calling, absolution. I think it's interesting the game Eidolon made it a negative card because it's not necessarily negative. Like, it can be because it's very, like, calling judgment. I mean, sorry to use the word in the description, but it's like you're calling for absolution, you're calling for, like, divine punishment. Like, that can be associated with it. It can also be associated with, like, just embracing your highest good. Like, tarot cards started as, like, kind of like associated with, like mysticism, but it still has, like, some Jewish mysticism stuff in it, so it's got some of that God stuff in it. Got them angels and shit for a reason, and the devil. In, like, actual spreads, it tends to indicate you need to make some kind of, like, life-changing decision, in a different way than, like, something like logic justice does. It's like an intuition decision making you have to make. You're at some kind of crossroads. You're like, you're looking to your past, and a lot of those are mistakes, but you're looking to your past to, like, guide you and catch up to you, and there's like it's like very much like a turning point sort of card, because this is the card that comes right before, like, the big ending card. This is the penultimate card.
I have something in mind already.
Okay.
I'm thinking Grub. This to me is sounding very much like a Grub in Arc 2 of Grey Pollen, because we talked about that last episode. There's going to be a baseball game where if you die in the game, you die for real.
I think normal baseball works that way too.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, if you die during a baseball game, you're gonna be fine afterwards?
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. I like that you're making a baseball game.
Yeah.
Because whenever I think of, like, a magical baseball game, I just think of the Twilight baseball game. I'm sorry.
God. I can only aspire to make it as funny as the Twilight baseball game.
I have never seen Twilight.
It's really funny.
But yeah, Grub is on the team, and Grub is just like... Grub is pathetic, fucking loser, can't do anything right, and they have a moment where it's just like, I need to shape the fuck up or my team is going to lose and everyone is going to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that works great.
Perhaps do they access some hidden power? Who could say? Certainly not me, who loves Digimon, writing a thing about attaining a powerful new form.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, although right now I'm just thinking of one of those Pokemon that is just like a pupa, like
Metapod.
here yeah, like Metapod or whatever.
Also, Grub's entire home dimension is like archangels and shit. So, it fits the theme.
True.
I still can't believe that we both had original settings that had Grey spelled the British way in them and involved archangels.
Fucked up when you share the brain cell with someone you never met.
Yeah.
Thinking about trans people who like angels? Wow. Trans people who like,
Well, we both made archangels the villains.
Yeah, naturally.
I guess I meant like as in like to use, rather than like as in I like them in general. Because you like using them as a villain, and you can like your own villains. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I like my own villains.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Grub is good for that. And yeah, the last one before we try to go back and see some, we skipped at least one before, is That World. Zawarudo.
Zawarudo.
Sorry.
Is that one deity vile?
Well, let me read some stuff about it, and you can decide,
Please edit in the sound effect.
Oh, the Zawaru. Oh, no. It depends on who's editing this. I don't know. The world is associated with completion, integration, accomplishment. In the Eidolon game, it's associated with the forecast is positive, and it's for a moment the world bends to your will. It's connection to the universe. It tends to be like, at least when upright, the most positive card of the deck. A lot of times is associated with that. But, it can also be tough because maybe that's too grandiose for you and you're just looking for personal closure, which is what the reverse world is. But, it's like there's a naked woman in it usually with like cloth and like
hot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is sounding more like Deity Vile.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. You're going with a sense of wholeness, achievement, fulfillment, completion. Long-term project is done. Your relationship has come full circle. You're reflecting on your journey. Yeah, I mean, sure, if you want to make it Deity Vile, I would be down with that. I just wanted to make sure you didn't have anyone else you were thinking of.
I think that's true. I think that's perfect. I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we have at least one to settle on, and a couple that we need to go back and fill in the blank on.
Yeah, so we have Newt for the Fool.
Mm-hmm. We skipped the Magician.
I wasn't sure, but I had put a D&D character I had played in the past for the High Priestess, because we weren't sure what a better option would be, but I do want to maybe talk about her in a future episode.
Neat.
I was reminded of her, but her name's Jojo Malone. So that one's up for debate, though. Empress Gal. Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Emperor is Cursor, from my Eidolon game. We had Ricotta for Hierophant, but that one also has a question mark. I realized I don't make a ton of older characters, and I kind of feel like I should, you know? Ricotta probably is my oldest character. The lovers, we were between Quatra's character Skylar or Vortex, since she has 99 or whatever lovers, 97, I don't know. I kind of am leaning more towards Skylar. It would be nice to put Vortex somewhere maybe on this, but I kind of like, I don't know, especially because Skylar is like two guys.
Yeah, Vortex doesn't really have the lover's energy to me.
Yeah.
Unless it's Vortex and Crater Yamcha.
True.
Vortex and her body pillow.
I still don't know what to do with my realization that I sleep in the dead Yamcha pose.
I mean, that's fine. Whatever. I'm sure more people do than they realize that they do, you know? They just wake up before they realize.
Taking my melatonin and lying down next to a Cyberman.
Well, just the little hand.
Yeah.
Chariot. We have some characters from my Polyship Road Trip, Kaida and Patrista, who I do need to flesh out more, but I was always, they kind of were like shonen protagonists, but, Trouble, especially like before the game Trouble for strength. Hermit, we were torn between Bumbu or Snake for the Hermit. And I was also like, oh, I think Hermit might actually be Snake's, like, at least previous resonant.
Yeah, Hermit is Snake's resonant.
So, I thought that was funny. Bumbu's also very appropriate for Hermit, too, so it's between you guys, I guess.
I don't know.
Can we go back and figure out what was Magician? Like we just skipped it.
Yeah, I don't remember why.
But what is Magician about, I mean?
Yeah, that's right. It's associated with, like, willpower and manifesting and stuff, but it's very, like, God, I think it's kind of like a teacher kind of character a lot of times as a magician, because they tend to be, like a manifester. They have the tools. They're kind of, like, associated with, like, making, like, your dreams come true, and you have everything at your fingertips, and you know, like your teacher types is what I keep associating with, but I don't think it necessarily has to be like that, because it's kind of like the quote unquote like male equivalent, I think, of the High Priestess, was it? Maybe? It's like, yeah, it's associated a lot with like raw power and inspiration and success. It's another success card, and that's kind of the problem, is that like it's a success card but in a different way than like the sun is, you know, but it's still just like very positive and like associated a lot with
turning ideas and intentions into reality.
Yeah. Like literal manifestation, I guess.
Yeah.
If we're talking about like The Secret.
Oh no. Emory, do you have any ideas for Magician?
It also tends to like point up towards the sky and towards the earth, so like kind of associated with that phrase that's like as above, so below. Physical and spiritual realms.
For some reason, I am kind of thinking Snake for Magician.
Okay.
The funny thing here was I was like, given her awakened soul, you could also slot Bumbu there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm okay with Snake being there.
I kind of like.
Yeah,
Snake.
my thinking is that like, yeah, Snake isn't. They kind of hide information, but also like they're a good character for like getting shit done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If they want to bust someone out of prison, they just fucking walk in there and do it.
I think that
They sure do.
Yeah, and they did, canonically. And that makes Bumbu the Hermit. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, Excalibur. We have Gilly for Justice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fully remember why. It just seemed like someone who cares about playing fair and stuff.
Tell me about Justice.
Yeah.
Sure.
I remember it sounding very heroic.
Yeah, it's associated with justice, fairness, truth, cause and effect, law. It's well ordered. It's also like associated with like a sword, so that seems very Gilly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you're judged accordingly. In Eidolon, it's associated with whatever situation is happening, it becomes more fair. There's equality, beneficial, like.
Yeah, I already know this one.
Okay.
This is where Vile goes. Their backstory is literally, I shall be the one who judges. Fairness, Vile is all about fair play. That's gaming, baby.
Okay.
Swords, I think Vile probably owns at least one energy sword.
The modern tarot cards, they can be kind of anything. Like the Chariot, a lot of times is like a car. So you could probably just have like a gun, and she has...
Yeah, Vile does just have a sniper rifle.
Has a sniper rifle, yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a plasma sword or something, you know, like
yeah,
like the hollow... What the fuck?
Like I said, Vile
Halo
probably
sword.
does at least own one energy sword.
Yeah.
Possibly more.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think the only one we still have a question mark for is the Hierophant.
Tell me about Hierophant.
Yeah. Upright is associated with spiritual wisdom, religious belief, conformity, tradition, institution. Sorry, I always fuck this up really bad, but I get the Hierophant and the Magician like counterparts confused all the time. I'm not 100% sure who the Magician is paired up with, because I think the Hierophant is actually the one paired up with the High Priestess, because it used to be known as the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it can be associated with the Pope or the Teacher in other tarot decks, but in a less like direct way than like the Magician teachers would be, I guess.
Yeah.
In Eidolon, this is the card that's like you discover something, because it's a lot of like wisdom and study and discovery. It can also like be it can be a bit of a like card where it's like stuck in its ways sometimes, because it can be like stuck in like old like spiritual values and beliefs and traditions and stuff. So if you're like a very like traditional character, it would work for that maybe. But it can be good because it also like helps you like learn the fundamentals of stuff from like a trusted older figure. You know, there's a lot of good and bad, and working with a mentor, I guess, is the word I've been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I know in like the Persona games, it's associated a lot with like old people. That's why I keep saying old people. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, in JoJo, it's the old man also.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who fits this.
Huh?
What's up?
Oh, nothing.
Maybe it's Loam.
Someone who like honors family traditions or sacred rituals, or you know, yeah.
Maybe it is Loam, 'cause like Loam is a farmer, all about that agriculture, like kind of like one of the earliest building blocks of civilization. They are they're not like old, but they're like probably in the like 40s to 50s range, which is
That's like how old Ricotta is, yeah.
yeah. And yeah, they're definitely sort of a mentor figure and a teacher for like anyone who is interested in like helping out and feeding the town and providing for others.
Yeah, honestly, if we were doing like characters that weren't just like the hosts, I would consider like Merc even more of one than like
Yeah.
Ricotta.
Oh yeah, Merc would work well.
Yeah. But I think Loam kind of works for me for like, I mean, we don't know Loam that well yet, but it sounds like they fit pretty well.
I like that we actually all called Merc Merc.
Yeah.
We didn't mess it up this time.
Well,
See, I don't think we've ever called Merc Mucus. I think we always just call Mucus Merc.
true.
Apologies to Mucus.
Yeah. Mucus is so funny.
I like Mucus. Thank you, Quatra, for making a guy.
Yes.
Making a silly little guy who sleeps in mud. I think we have the whole list. We can, unless we have something better for High Priestess, but
Tell me about High Priestess.
the intuition to like the Hierophant's like studying, it's like it's associated with like sacred knowledge, the divine feminine, subconscious mind stuff, but it's very like
Listening to the inner voice.
yeah.
Hmm.
And like and JoJo is very like, I mean, she's literally a cleric, but she's also like a cleric of life for like a pretty new god who is a bug who was a martyr in a different campaign that we killed. But the guardian of the subconscious. Okay, it says, while the magician is the guardian of the conscious mind in the tangible world, the high priestess is the guardian of the subconscious mind and the teacher of the sacred knowledge and hidden mysteries. Oh yeah, it's associated a lot with like mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Can represent the balance between light and darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Snake as the high priestess, Grub as the magician, Hellclaw as judgment. Or justice, whichever the one.
You're like changing so many.
Yeah, I'm playing with blocks here. I'm like moving around the puzzle pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did not follow all of that. It was so quick.
So it would be judgment, because Grub is judgment right now?
Yeah, I think Grub is judgment. Judgment or justice. I have no way of telling those two apart.
Justice is currently Val the sexy bat.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hellclaw is judgment because
you said Grub was judgment.
Yeah, no. I'm chained. Okay, I wanna slot Hellclaw into judgment because, Hellclaw is definitely the one who has like a fucking Hellclaw has the fucking face turn. They have like, the sort of moment where they have to like face his true self and, really fundamentally change as a person. And also there's kind of the fairness aspect of, sometimes you do gotta wipe out a whole fucking town, I'd call that judgment. And then we put Grub in as the magician. they're manifesting a, better self for themselves. And also they kind of come from this, like, higher dimension.
That seems like quite a powerful card for Grub. Like, no offense to Grub.
I mean, yeah.
God lasers?
Grub also has god lasers. I was gonna say that next. As above, so pew pew. I'm sorry. And then Snake as the High Priestess, because who's more divine feminine than Snake? Snake's all about hidden knowledge, baby. If it's not hidden, they'll fucking hide it.
Okay. That's true. Can I make JoJo justice then?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because we also have Deity Vile.
Mm-hmm.
I promise, I'll talk about her on a future episode. I think she's very much in the fairness category. I actually had considered making her, because it was D&D 5e, I had considered making her, there's like death clerics, but there's also like repos. So I guess I associate her with life and death, and that seems very like justice, like give and take and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can run through the last few that we didn't go over for Emory. Okay. The Hanged Man is Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Death is Dory. Temperance is Milia. The Devil is Jolene. The Tower is Xenu. Star is Tavi. And the Moon is Frankie Farley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 3 that we did today.
Mm-hmm.
Yippee!
Yeah,
we did it!
What else were we gonna do this episode?
Oh, for Shithell. This'll be quick. I am subbing out for our VTuber robot breakdancing bullshit. Rather than my persona, going to, sub in character that I briefly talked about a while back, who is actually in the Shithell setting already anyway. And that would be Gabriella Juno Reeves, who at that point would be just going by Juno. We can talk about her at another time, but yeah, she's already associated with Wind and stuff anyway. So seemed like a better fit than my persona, who is not really a character.
Yeah, that's fair. Mine's not really. Mine's just me. It's just me, guys. Whereas like Ibex is more of a character guy.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to maybe revisit Shithell at some point.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we're going to with the thing Emory wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my fucking dumb bullshit idea is to do a check out this guy actual play, and you might be wondering, okay, are you just gonna do an actual play with all new characters? Are you gonna like, certainly there's too many characters in this sort of amidst all the various tabletop games and various individual like fictional settings you all have come up with. Certainly you wouldn't try to fit all that into an actual play. Well, if you know me, you know that I love terrible fucking ideas.
Yes.
That's one way of putting it.
So we're just my thought is we do that bad idea that I said. We're gonna do. Not only are we gonna do that, we're I think we're probably gonna do like 5 or 6, groups of 3 characters. I'm gonna be GMing. Each session will focus on a different group of 3 in a different world. And, each character is going to use, TTRPG rules native to their original setting. So all of the Isoverse characters will be using Fellowship rules. All of the Speeding Bullets characters will be using Speeding Bullet rules. We're gonna have too many character sheets and dice to fucking keep track of. No one is gonna be reading the rules anyway, least of all me.
I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, I don't know how well this is gonna end. Like,
It's not gonna work, but we're gonna make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, but hopefully it'll be entertaining for the audience.
yeah,
That's right.
for sure.
I'm thinking for any character without an associated RPG rule set, we can just use interstitial, since that's when it's all about crossovers, and that's kind of what we're doing.
That's exactly what we're doing, honestly. We're just playing many characters in a crossover, so it's a little bit more chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we're gonna have, a couple, characters that might overlap with others in the game. Some that, we're making, that we have from our own little...
What if someone brings a D&D character and I have to, drop, a Roll20 map so we can do 5-foot, square grid combat, but only for the D&D character?
I could play the one that I'm playing right now in my live game. They're a tiefling named Echo.
Nice.
They're actually awesome, but I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, I think I had a relatively easy time because I almost immediately picked my 6 characters.
Yeah, even I don't know, what fucking characters I'm gonna slot in as villains. Well, I know, 5 of them, but I'm still hunting for a 6th. If someone wants to just, loan out a villain to me, I'll take it.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. If you like it, do my idolized characters.
Were there any characters that you had in mind, Morg?
I don't know. I mean... It kind of depends, because, I would probably bring in Treble, maybe, and then, I was also considering, Ibex. They're kind of similar, though, but because that's the Shithell one, and I don't know, though. I don't know, because,
I would love to see Shithell characters get some representation,
Yeah.
I love that setting to pieces, but we haven't done a whole heck of a lot with it.
I would consider just one of my NPCs from the Eidolon Urbex thing. So it depends on how wild I want to get. I guess I could someone relatively normal Tom. I pretty much know what his look would be and everything too. Or I could be I want to bring in the fucking Joy, the fucking Cheshire Cat ripoff or whatever. And then, maybe Ricotta. I don't know. But these are just some ideas. There's also other things I was considering maybe bringing in someone from my college road trip thing, just to have some
I'd be down for that.
Especially because that's a spacey setting, but there's space tiefling.
I believe Emory's suggestion was Isoverse, Shithell, Speeding Bullets, Grey Pollen, Eidolon, and pick a 6th setting.
Yeah, I'm backing off on that. I'm just hey, pick any 6 settings and grab a character from there. But
I just kind of latched onto it and did that.
Yeah.
Personally.
I feel like that is still a solid list though, because I think almost everyone has like their own individual setting that's not part of a TTRPG, and most people are in the TTRPGs listed there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can go down my list real quick. From Isoverse, Jolene, Juno, who I talked about a little bit ago for Shithell, Jack, the horrible skeleton man from Speeding Bullets. Hopefully that'll be fun. Bumbu from Grey Pollen, Dory from Eidolon. I mean, these are kind of like easy. And then for the 6th, I ended up choosing Interstitial Eggman.
That's funny. I think that'll be really funny, actually.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to maybe substitute my Eidolon NPC character for one of my other Eidolon games that Symbolic Console runs one, and Chesh Amoeba, both of them in the Check Out This Guy Discord. They both run Eidolon games that I'm in. We like turn off like every other week which one I play. Frankie's from that, actually. And then Haru is a character from it. I haven't talked a lot about her yet, but she's just like a teenager that likes doing filming and likes the idea of making her own like horror movie in the future. So his Eidolon's like very like genre movie focused, like sort of conductor thing. But yeah, so I have ideas. I'm not like totally solidified on anything though, I guess, except there's like a good chance I'll probably be like, oh, a character like that I know pretty well and also has their own like not too hard rule system is probably like the ESO character, you know, like Fellowship's not that bad of a rule system to tack onto other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those are some ideas I have, I guess.
Yeah. We have played a lot of games that essentially use the 3 levels of success or failure type thing. So it makes it easy to convert, I hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of, like, what it is, right? Like, it'll be, like, Interstitial and Fellowship and, like, use kind of Power by the Apocalypse. Eidolon sort of uses Power by the Apocalypse, but uses cards instead of dice. But it still is that, like, failure, mixed success thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only, Grey Pollen's pretty flexible as far as rule set anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Speeding Bullets is just like
chaos.
It's chaos, but it kind of also has. It's weird because it's like got that like mixed success type thing, but it's like a little bit different. It's in some ways it's simpler, but in some ways it's like more complicated because you have more dice. You know. Anyway, I don't know. I think it won't be like too bad. And even if like we end up bringing characters from, like, more of a belonging, outside belonging. Like, I don't know if Quattro wanted to use their Wander Home character or not. Or, I think they have another character that's from those types of games, too. I think, like, I don't remember their name, but the one that's from, like, the camp. I'll have to ask Quattro more, but, like, I think that one's also those. And those are weird, because those are not, like, those are very loose games. A lot of, like, talking through them and less dice rolling and more, like, token exchanges. So that'll be maybe the one where I'd be like, that might be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Try to incorporate. Maybe a little bit hard, too. Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
All right. Is there anything else we wanted to go over this episode?
I don't think so.
I'm out of ideas.
Plugs.
True. That is something we want to talk about.
I'm Emory. We Rate Queerbait. I'm voice actor on Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine. Don't go to my Fur Affinity. I haven't posted there in like 2 years. I don't know. That's it.
I'm Izzy. Come to the Discord. It's in the show notes.
I'm Morg. You can find me in most places at Haunting the Morg. But honestly, probably is easiest to just contact me through the Discord, to be quite honest. But yeah, if you want to follow my Tumblr or whatever, it's there. It exists.
Tumblr real.
Tumblr real.
Unfortunately. I keep I'm like, should I start using Blue Sky? I'm like, no, it's just a Twitter clone. Who gives a fuck? But I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
I do have one of those. Like I said, you can find me in most places at Haunting the Morg. But you could find this podcast on Noisepace.xyz. However, yippee.
Hooray.
Yeah.
We love Noisepace.
Sure do.
Is good.
I think that's everything, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
We know how to podcast.
Bye.
Remembered. Bye.
Bye.
Very abrupt. Bye.